What is the best acid neutralizer for your well water? Well, we found over the years after testing several models and installing them in local customers' homes, we found that the 2.5 cubic foot Clack non-backwashing or upflow acid neutralizer is the best all-around acid neutralizer for well water. You might ask, why should I choose that option and how can I trust that option is going to work for me? Well, like I said, we've tested it in different homes, different levels of pH, different number of people in the home, different levels or number of bathrooms in the home. And the way that it works, most acid neutralizers, and we do sell these, are backwashing, which means you need a discharge drain from the neutralizer itself and you need electricity, and it has a working electric valve on top with moving parts. Whereas this Clack 2.5 cubic foot non-backwashing acid neutralizer has no moving parts, doesn't need a drain, has a fill port for easy service, funnel fits right inside that comes with the unit, makes it easy to add calcite when it's time for service. And this unit is a 2.5 cubic foot, 13-inch in diameter by 54 inches in height and holds 5 50-pound bags of calcite. And it's pretty much a one-size-fits-all, whether your pH is 6.5 or your pH is 5.3. Anyway, as far as how it works, basically you install this right next to your well tank. Water comes in on the upflow inlet, goes down through the center tube, and the Vortech plate at the bottom has slits cut a certain way, so when the water comes up through the slits, it moves the water in a circular direction, giving you complete contact time, water against the calcite media, and also eliminates channeling and solidification of the media bed. And then it comes out through the downflow outlet and back to your main house line. People ask, is this guaranteed to fix my pH level? And yes, we've tested this for the past 20 years and it works like a charm. You install it right next to your well tank, water passes through, becomes neutral, and eliminates corrosion of the plumbing and water using appliances in your home. Now people call and they have different ranges of pH levels in their water supply. So we've treated levels down to 3.67 with a mixture of calcite and Chorus X or FloMag, which is a pH booster. Typically, when you have pH levels that are that low, we typically take a storage bin and we dump in a bag of calcite, add 3 to 5 pounds of FloMag, depending on what the pH level is, and we mix that real well and add it to the tank, and we'll repeat that process with all 5 bags that come with the unit. And that will get the pH between 7 and 8, which is perfect, and that's where you want to be. So basically, we can treat pH levels from, say, 3.5 up to 6.9 without any issues. A lot of people call and say, I have a chemical injection system and I got to service it every month and it's a pain in the ass. Is your system going to be lower maintenance and less trouble for me? And the answer is yes. We don't sell or recommend chemical injection systems for any sort of water treatment. Basically, with this size unit, it's a 2.5 cubic foot, 13 by 54. It's a one-size-fits-all. It gives you a high level of contact time, keeps up your flow rates, which means a lot of times you'll put in a smaller gravel-bedded unit and you'll have a huge pressure drop. With the 2.5 cubic foot unit and the Vortech tank, you have virtually almost no pressure drop whatsoever. And that's one thing we don't get any complaints from our thousands of customers nationwide about pressure drop. So basically, like I said, this is a one-size-fits-all. Takes care of pH levels from 3.5 to 6.9. No, as far as maintenance goes, typically you only have to add calcite to it every 18 to 36 months, depending on your pH and water usage. As far as installation goes, this is probably the easiest water treatment system to install. One, because it doesn't need a backwash drain, which can be a complete pain in the butt. Two, it doesn't need electricity, so you don't need a plug or outlet by the unit. Basically, it goes right next to the well tank. You plumb into this side, which is the upflow inlet, out of this side, which is the downflow inlet, and back to your main house line. Typically, it takes longer to add the calcite to the tank to fill it up with the 5 bags that come with it than it does to install the unit in most cases. And as far as media life, typically with most households, the pH, it's going to be 18 to 36 months before you have to add any calcite to the unit, which is great because a lot of companies sell small units so they can come out and service it every 6 to 12 months. So basically every 18 to 36 months, you're going to add 1 bag of calcite. And the easiest way to find that out is turn the light out in the room, get a bright flashlight, hold it to the back, look at it from the front, and you can see the level. We want to keep it about 10 inches from the fill port. Now, a lot of people ask me, is there a gallons per minute rate required for the unit itself? And no, the only time that we require a certain amount of backwash or gallons per minute flow rate is when you have a backwashing model, because in order to backwash certain medias correctly, you have to have 5, 10, 15 gallons per minute in order to do that. One of the great things about the non-backwashing system, there's no flow rate requirement. With this size unit and the Vortech tank, there's virtually no pressure drop. Now people ask, I have a lot of sediment in my water. Can I still put in the upflow non-backwashing unit? And I'm like, yes, you can. Basically, you just want to put a 4x20 big blue filter before the neutralizer itself and after your well tank. That'll trap all the dirt and sediment coming from the well, and we recommend that with backwashing and non-backwashing type systems. As with all water treatment systems that we sell, there is a warranty. You have a 10-year warranty against manufacturer's defects on the tank and a 5-year warranty against manufacturer's defects on the valve. And if you have issues with it, you get a pinhole leak, something breaks while you're putting it together, or it just stops working altogether, you call us for service.